Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go over the whys and wherefores of the Ingham family, because did you know that they always tell the truth? And in fact, Sarah Ingham is going to be the most truthful she's ever been in this one. So buckle up and get your popcorn. Let's get right into it.
Good morning, iFam. Welcome to today's vlog. There's a massive smudge on the camera. Let's see if I can get rid of that. There we go. It's been a nice, peaceful, quiet morning in the house this morning. I'm blaming that on Chris. He had a hospital appointment this morning, nothing serious or anything to worry about.
Yeah, I can imagine iFam up and down the country are thinking, oh my god, what's happening to Chris? I wonder what he's going in to get seen about. Is it his back or his leg? Is it his throat again? Which part of his body is aching this time?
But it was like a 3-hour appointment, so he left at about 8:30. It's now 1 o'clock in the afternoon and he's still not back.
No wonder Chris gets away with so much that he does, because, you know, that's actually 4.5 hours. I'm not sure if you realise that, but, you know. I know you're saying the appointment was 3 hours. I'm just pointing out that there's an hour and a half extra that he's been missing for, so you might want to take that into account, and he's still not back yet.
He is on his way home though, so that's good. We're going on a little day out today. We're going out shopping basically. The girls have been desperate. I say the girls. Isla, bless her heart, has been desperate to go out without me and Chris and just with her sisters on a little shopping trip. She has been so excited for today. She was up at the crack of dawn this morning trying out outfits. She wanted to look nice and feel pretty for her little shopping trip with her sisters. It's the cutest thing ever.
Why are you being so condescending about this, Sarah? You know, this is a normal thing for a sister to want to do. She's 11 now. It's not abnormal. 11-year-olds up and down the country, around the world, go out with their sisters or even their friends to the shops on their own, not with their parents. It happens, but you are saying, oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. She's 11. She's not 5.
She's like, I've got 2 bags. I'm going to take this one as a backpack with my phone in. I'm going to take this one as a small bag with my money in, like a purse. She's just really excited for today, which is just so lovely. So they're going shopping to Meadowhall. We are actually going to drop them off. They did want to, well, I say they did want to. They weren't really too fussed, to be honest. Esme didn't want to do this because she just didn't want to. But they were going to get the train and we were just going to drop them off at the train station. However, the train fare to Meadowhall, and we don't live too far from there.
Well, you live about 45 minutes away. I mean, that's not close. It's not far either, but it's not close, if you know what I mean. I'm just saying that it is what it is.
Would have been almost £60 for the 3 of them. What is that all about? I couldn't believe it when Chris got the price.
Not to put a dampener on your whole big story and everything, but doesn't Isabel go there all the time? Isn't her friends from there? I'm just saying, she has a tendency to go to Sheffield a fair amount, so you say, and she'd know the fare. It's a standard fare. It's the same no matter which day of the week you go. It's always the same. So I would have thought Isabel might pass this information on ahead of time.
Actually, I think Isla would have been Isabel's fare was 20, so I just presumed they'd all be 20, but then when I was thinking about it, Isla probably would have been like half fare. I don't know if that works on trains, the same as it does on buses. We don't get trains on buses too often.
Nope, you definitely don't get the public transport very often, do you, Sarah? No, not like you used to. You used to do that all the time, by the way. Anyway, your mind absolutely baffles me. It has been, and this has never changed, and I don't think it will do, but under 16s are half. You know what that means? Esme would also get on as a child, right? And, right, okay, so I'm not one to... I might get a bit of backlash for this, okay? But I would also suggest that Isabel kind of maybe tries to sneak on as a half. You know, she'd probably get away with it if she's with her sisters. Anyway, I'm just saying, I used to get on as a half on the train till I was about 21. So, you know, it is what it is, you know. You do what you can, because trains are expensive, aren't they? As Sarah's finding out.
But I think Isla might have been a bit cheaper, but still, it still would have been like over £50 for them to get the train there. Or it would have cost us like £7 in petrol. I would rather give them the extra money to like have a bit of extra money shopping than spend that amount of money on a train fare.
Or Sarah, now, you know, I could be wrong here, but I think the Inghams, the special Inghams of Ingham World, can actually afford both. Why not send them on the train and give them a bit extra money to spend? You know, maybe get some lunch or something like that. I know the train is expensive. I'm not saying that it's not, right? And a lot of people don't like the train fares. I don't either. But isn't it about time that you just unleashed your children to the world a little bit so that they can live their own life and just have a bit of fun, you know, go on the train on their own? I was going on the train with my brother like at 11 or less. I just, you know, I know times have changed, so don't come at me.
So I said to them, oh, and also me and Chris do need to go to IKEA because we need some bits for the van for a long summer trip coming up this year. And IKEA is right at the side of Meadowhall where they're going anyway. So it just made sense that we'd drop them off.
Well, yeah, it made sense that you go with them, you know, because God forbid that you let them out into the world on their own. Bloody hell.
Then we'd go to Meadowhall. There's also a Mamas and Papas there. I feel like I'm word vomiting this morning. It's just coming out so fast. But there's also a Mamas and Papas there. And there's so little shops nowadays that are like baby orientated. So like that have prams and car seats and things that we don't really need. But when you're pregnant, it's just nice to have a little stroll around and like look, and clothes and cots and things like that. Mother care was just the best day out for me when I was pregnant with my previous children, but when I was pregnant with Jace, it shut down in most places. So we don't have one anywhere near us anymore. I don't know even if any exist, but we definitely don't have any near us. So there's a Mamas and Papas there, and we might call in there and have a little mooch around. The girls are going to go shopping, get some holiday clothes. You're right, Esme.
More holiday clothes. Didn't they each get £200 worth of online shopping the other day for this very reason? Now, I know it's better to go around the shops and everything, but do one or the other, not both, you know.
Excited?
Yes.
They're all so excited.
So excited.
They're all absolutely just buzzing for today. Feels really quiet. Turn the aircon off. So we just dropped the girls off. I'm now vlogging on my phone because they wanted the camera. I think Isabel's filming for, I was about to say Sassy Bell then. Is the channel still called Sassy Bell? Has it changed? She changed it now?
No, it's still Sassy Bell.
Is it still? Well, she's filming for Isabel Ingham's channel. And yeah, they were literally, I was just saying to Chris how lucky we are because I probably wouldn't have been seen dead shopping with my sister when I was younger.
Well, this may come as a bit of a surprise to you, Sarah, but you're actually quite normal. I mean, how else can I put that? Now, what is not normal is the fact that your kids are so ingrained into the entire family continuum. I'm just making up stuff now as I go along, I know. They're so ingrained into their own lives, into your life, into the family life, that they don't have anybody else. And that they want to spend time together. I mean, yes, it's nice to spend time with your family, but it's also nice to spend time apart, right? But these kids, they don't have any experience of that because of how you have bubbleized them. There you go. There's one for you, Sarah. Bubbleized.
I would have been like, no. But they were so excited to go together today, weren't they?
Indeed. In fact, Chris has clickbaited the fact that this is their first ever time going shopping on their own, the kids. However, I think this has happened before a few times. I'm not entirely sure that Isla has been with them, but certainly Isabel and Esme have definitely gone shopping on their own. Perhaps just Isla hasn't done it, so maybe that is the clickbait. Anyway, I'm just saying it's not entirely the truth, is it? In fact, also, they're not entirely on their own because you are still there.
Yeah, we are really
excited.
Still each other like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, they are really close and they were just really excited to go together, so it was really nice. But we're left vlogging on the phone because they took the camera. We've just...
Esme broke over the camera, let's be honest about it. Now we've got really
she did, bless her. We're going to film little bits of what we're doing today. Probably not going to be that interesting. But we are going to call into Mama's and Papa's, like I said before. We're just parked outside it right now. But Jason and Mila are fast asleep, so me and Chris have just been packed up, just having a chat. No interruptions. It's been actually really nice. Talking about travel plans and just how lucky we are with the girls and, you know... Stuff.
Life stuff, right, Sarah? Talking about your plans and how amazing your life is and how you're so lucky to have your life and everything else. I, on the other hand, wouldn't have your life for quids. Honestly, it's not the best. Certainly not for everybody, running around and hoping not to be seen and everything like that. It's not the best way to live life.
I think we're going to book holiday today. Sorry guys, I pressed stop by accident. But yeah, we've managed to get a bit behind on the vlogs. So by the time you watch, because we won't be vlogging any content of any of our holiday whilst we're there. I know that lots of you guys prefer real-time vlogs, and we do as well, but we are not risking spending a load of money on another family holiday for anybody to try and ruin it for us whilst we're there. And it does happen. As soon as you get the name of where we're going, we just don't want to risk that. So
oh, Sarah, it's almost as if you have something to hide, you know? I mean, imagine being that encapsulated in your own crap that you are worried that you've done something so bad that's going to ruin your family holiday. It's not a bloody holiday anyway. It is an actual work trip. You know this. It comes under your taxes and everything like that, right? But I have words because you've made me angry and you've unleashed my anger.
So, by the time you're watching this, we could well be already on our holidays. There'll be no break in vlogs, hopefully. Maybe one day. But hopefully there'll be no break in vlogs for you guys. But yeah, we're hopefully going to get that booked today, which is so exciting.
Sarah Ingham, I put it to you that you've already got it booked, already planned and everything else. See, if you are planning on booking it and you're so confident that you are definitely going away and you are will probably be on your trip as we're watching this, it's more than likely you have already booked it, because how the hell do you know whether you're not, you know, you're looking for this last minute deal and everything. But if you see a last minute deal that's so good to turn that, you'd book it there and then. No, is that just me? Maybe you'll go home and try and book it and it's gone. You never know. So I'd get on that straight away if I were you.
I'm going to go into Mum's and Papa's when the...
Okay, so I have the issue here that you and your child, nearly adult now, but she's still in her school years, and theoretically she should be still in school because that is the law in this country. Somehow you've decided for the last couple of years just to fuck that off and do what Sarah Ingham wants to do, and that's all fine for you and your child. But anyway, the problem I have is that until very, 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 very recently, Isabel was going to be taking her exams, and it's as recent as 5 months ago. This was the end of November. Isabel was planning on a life in college in September.
I've had so many questions about college, like sixth form college, all of that school basically, and I will be going to college next year. I'm excited to go to college. It's going to be like a really weird, like, it's going to be a complete change when I do go to college, in not just like my own life but like family life. It's going to be completely different. Yeah, I'm excited. Everyone's asked like, oh, are you not doing college? Like, what's going on with that? I am going to college. I'm just going next year. I feel like I'm going to do, no, I know I'm going to do sociology, criminology, psychology, and I'm also thinking of taking English as well, because I like English. And
of course, to do all that in September, she won't have needed to be studying something right this very minute. So she is inferring that she is studying, and the Inghams wouldn't lie to us. However, Sarah also weighed in very, very, very recently. On April the 30th, in actual fact, she said this.
Oh my gosh, I literally almost paid £16 for 4 of these this morning on Amazon. Isabel needs some new notebooks for her revision.
That was 3 weeks ago. She was revising as recently as 3 weeks ago. And then a couple of days after that, she was actually revising. So yeah, revising less than 3 weeks ago. It's almost as if she was just sat there pretending for, I'm not saying that that's what she was doing, right? Just saying. But then, even worse still, as recently as a few days ago, okay, she's not saying that Isabel is studying anymore, but she's talking to an IFAM who's... I'm sorry. Who Isabel is apparently tutoring. Yeah. She is that far advanced that she's tutoring this IFAM now. And this IFAM is actually taking her GCSEs, so good luck to her there. But for Sarah to sit there during a GCSE time, GCSE started on Monday, and at this point, she is most likely sitting on the beach somewhere, having taken her daughter out of education. Her daughter, who was allegedly supposed to be sitting some GCSEs this year, and has just disappeared, vanished, absolutely vanished from the education system completely, and not taken a single thing, whilst talking to an actual person whose daughter is taking their GCSEs, whilst the last so many months they have actually sat there on a vlog and lied to death about this, about Isabel taking her GCSEs. They have sat there and lied to their IFAM, who are actually taking their GCSEs, and whilst they're taking their GCSEs, Isabel is on a beach somewhere. You couldn't make it up, could you? In terms of absolute outright brazenness of just... I really hope everybody understands exactly what I'm trying to say here, how wrong it actually is. Yeah, Isabel's not done her exams. Yeah, Isabel's not doing her GCSEs. I think we all kind of got an inkling of that might be the case, but to actually have it put out there that it's not the case, but also to look back on all the things that they have basically lied. They've tried not to tell anybody anything about Isabel's GCSEs over the last few months, because last year they got a lot of shit for it because they basically lied and we caught them out about it, right? But they still have put in little tidbits to suggest that she is doing her GCSEs and is doing some form of studying, and then it turns out she's not. And all the people who she's influencing, because she used that word, I hate it when people use the term influence. Anyway, she is apparently influencing her fans, and she's not even doing it. She's just fucking off to bloody Turkey or Mexico or wherever the frig it ends up being, right? It is outrageous that they can even sit there and smile to their fans without feeling a tinge of like the anger within themselves that everybody else thinks and sees of them.
Little to wake up.
Okay guys, are you ready?
It's the first time doing this with just
Oh my
you
gosh.
guys. I'm so excited. The most I think I'm excited for is Bath and Body Works. Oh my gosh, first starting in Primark. And it's really good because I can pick, like, I'm probably like...
So I'm not going to show the segment with the kids going around the shops. You know, not interesting at all. But I would say to Sarah, stop. I know it's like within your nature just to be this like amazing don't give a shit parent, right? But stop allowing your kids to film in changing rooms at all. Just stop doing it. And certainly stop putting it out on the internet. So, you know, it's not appropriate. I'm just saying, I'm here to educate, Sarah. Education is key.
So we just came into Sports Direct to see if we could find any suitcases. Unfortunately, the last of the cases are there. With another customer, we just missed them by a few minutes.
Well, get on after them then. Bloody hell, Sarah. You don't call yourself the Ingham family for nothing, do you? You are the super duper famous Inghams. Go get after that customer. Tell them who you are. I mean, you don't even need to tell them, right? They will recognise you straight off the bat, the bits and bats, and they will hand over the luggage, which they so desperately need for their own trip, but they will be glad to give it to you. Sarah Ingham, the Queen.
But we did get no less. They all gone. Oh, no worries. Thank you for looking anyway. Yep, the cases are definitely all gone, so that isn't great. Seriously, how cute are these? Instead, we've got water shoes. So we got Mila, Jace, size 8 is Chris.
Size 8 Chris, bit tiny. You know what they say about men with small feet?
And then we've got a size, I don't know what sizes they are. Let me check we've got the right amount. We've got an extra pair there. I don't think so. Anyway, we've got water shoes for everyone. And Chris has just gone into the changing rooms to try on some water tops. And Jason and I are getting a bit fed up, I think. We're kind of in luck. This isn't as big as the one that I would have preferred to buy. The other one was a 34-inch. But this is a good price. A very good price. And that will probably be okay for this holiday. Everyone's arguing and Begsy who's showing their things first. We just got home. What?
Right, Esme jumped up really fast for some reason.
I know.
Ripped my whole camera bag, so this is how I was walking
Ripped a whole bag.
This is how I'm walking through. Like this.
Bless you, Aya. Oh my gosh.
But I expect it first, so I'm just showing my little things first.
Wow, you got some good haul. Do you know we said that Chrissy said I dread to think what they're spending. Well, they all took £100. Isabel came back with like 40. Esme came back with like 50. And Isla came back with a fiver.
No, we're good.
And I said Isla will definitely want to spend all of hers, and Esme won't want to spend anything. In fact, Isabel had more than that because she's got her own bank, so she might have spent more than that.
Oh, she got her own bank account now, Sarah. Oh, you should have said. I would have asked for a sub. Come on. The nearly adult Isabel has her own bank account. Oh, it's so sweet, isn't it? I had my first bank account when I was about 6 or 7, I think. Okay, it was a bit of a different time then. You couldn't have your own debit cards and stuff back then, you know, when you were young. But, you know, I had my own savings account. So, you know, I'd put a few pennies in now and then, you know. Anyway, just saying, so they actually make bank accounts for kids these days. And not just bank accounts, but right, super duper ones. You know, like those, I was going to say is it Go Henry? That sounds like a Hoover. It is Go Henry though, isn't it? Yeah, they make super duper bank accounts these days for kids. It's amazing. You know, I'm sorry, but possibly even give one to Isla. You know, I mean Jace will be there soon, so Isabel, though, brilliant. She has her own bank account. Well done. Well done.
In like going to Primark and stuff, I don't I like shorts and t-shirts. I mean, sorry, I like dresses. It's like
Yeah.
over shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah.
That's why mine was a bit more expensive.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna look through some of the clothes now. Show me like your face. In fact, show me everything. Show me. Oh my gosh, I got Jace the cutest. I've got to show you guys this. I didn't get Jace that.
That's you.
That's not me. It's probably you,
I just smelled
Esme.
it this week. That's disgusting.
It's definitely Esme.
No, it's
It's definitely Esme.
you.
I didn't get Jace. There just didn't seem to be. It's cool. There didn't seem to be much in for boys again. I did get him a couple of bits. But this is adorable. Okay, you're just gonna have to ignore the screaming. Esme's over there tormenting Isabel with some socks that she's had on today. So that's lovely. But look how cute this little travel outfit is. It's some shorts, really nice, and blue, some baggy.
You're not allowed to put them in
And then, Esme, you're disgusting. And then this bright green neon t-shirt with this little bag on the front. It's so adorable. I got this from Next.
really
And it's
cute.
just, oh my gosh, I love it.
And he can have his little like when he's going through the airport, he can have like little snacks and cars in
Yeah,
there.
you can have his little car in there or anything. Super cute. Right, and Isla was very sweet because she's got this cute dress on for a start. What? I'm talking to Isla. She said I got a bikini, which if you watched our vlog the other day, then you'll know that Isla had been asking for a bikini, a triangle one. And I'm not saying anything bad to any parents that let their children wear triangle bikinis, but for me, I was a bit like they're a bit much for me for 11-year-olds. Yeah, she got the idea from when we went to Spain last year, and she did like a mermaid experience, and during that mermaid experience, they put her in one. And there's nothing wrong with them, it's just me as a parent would just rather her wear like a UV suit. When swimming.
But I tried on a big girl with me today.
But she tried on a
Today she found a big
triangle
girl
one.
and I said, Isla's your big sister, absolutely not.
Well, it is a shame, Isabel, that you couldn't be quite so proactive when it comes to pimping out all your sisters on a general basis. You know, be a bit more of a big sister to them in that respect.
I like
It looks bad.
but it was just a lot of skin.
A lot of skin out.
Really short bottoms,
Yeah.
and a top was up to there. It was tiny.
Yeah.
Genuinely tiny.
So I'm glad you tried it on.
I didn't get it, but I did get a different bikini.
Yeah. So she tried it on and she realised that she didn't feel that comfortable in it.
Yeah.
And instead she did buy another big girl bikini.
So it's
But
very cute. This one.
this one is
So
adorable.
it's this top, cute, which is
I
really cute.
just love it. It's so
And then
sweet.
Mimi,
Cute.
these little
It's a really nice colour as well.
It's very pretty, that Isla.
Yeah,
It's like a good in between that.
It's a very good in between, Sarah. Either an explicit bikini or just an ordinary bikini. What's the difference, right? It's almost as if yesterday didn't happen. Wasn't it literally yesterday that you said, "Oh, my girls, my kids, we don't wear bikinis. We don't let them wear bikinis. They're not allowed to wear bikinis because we don't want them showing too much skin, but we also don't want them to be exposed to the UV and everything, right? We wear protective swimwear only for my kids because I can still tell them what to do because I'm their mother and they're still young and they still get to do what I want them to do." But a day later, and she's bought a bikini. I find that quite the unbelievableness, to be honest. I'm sorry. Even I'm a little bit stunned by your stupidity. But should I be? Pop in the comments down below. Dougal, you're being stupid. I don't mind being told that. Right.
You've got a few swimsuits, all in ones and UVs, and now you've got one really pretty bikini.
Well, so what have we learnt today? Well, we've learned that Sarah and Chris, of course, are no better than your common crap that you find on the bottom of your feet, you know, bottom of your shoes, and you get all this crap, you know, Anyway, that's what they are, because they've basically spent an entire year lying to the fans who watch them, who pay their way, and they are absolutely, they don't care. They actually don't care. Right, I know I'm not perfect, right? And I don't profess to be an influencer, and I hate that term, and I even hate being the one that tells people things, because I don't like having that sort of power over anybody. I really don't. I just like to tell things as it is, and then people come back to me and say, dude, you said this and you influenced me. I'm like, I don't like it. But, you know, it is what it is. And when people, what am I trying to say? Basically, if I'm, lost my train of thought. Jesus. Right. So, I couldn't sit here. I'm not perfect. That's what I was saying. I'm not perfect. But if I was sat here and saying to you, look, these did this and these did that and that, and I knew full well that I was lying about it, I couldn't do that, because at the end of the day, yes, you guys are all here supporting me, and yes, pay my way. So I have to have some, as Sarah would say, some humbleness about me. But, you know, I couldn't just sit here and outright lie. And that's what they've been doing. And they know they're lying. They'll dress it up as some sort of, you know, we're going to need to protect our kids against the haters and everything else. But you know what? You can do that, obviously, but not lie about it, because by saying, oh, our kids are doing this, you're actually telling everybody that your kids are doing that. And that is lying. There's a difference between lying and just not telling anybody anything, you know. Anyway, yeah, liars. Although we already knew that. So, come back tomorrow for another fabulous video. I think the sun's got to my head a little bit here. Right, come back tomorrow for another brilliant video. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, please. If you're new, get me up to 9,000 subs, because we're nearly there-ish. Until next time, enjoy the sun and have a lovely day. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.